Friends, my name is Bond, this is Oleg, and let's hear some bad watch advice. I've been wanting to make a video like this for a while, but I didn't want to fill the video with my own bad watch advice. I wanted to hear from you guys, the community. There is this Instagram page that I follow, it's called Watch Humor. I'll link their page in the description below. Recently they made this post, and in a post they asked, what is the worst watch advice that you have heard? There's a bunch of comments on this post. We're gonna go through some of this bad advice, have a little bit of fun, and hopefully learn something. So here's the post, and the very first comment, wait for the market to cool down. That one hits home, because first of all, I've done that, and secondly, I gave that advice at the beginning of this damn pandemic. I said that the watch market is probably gonna cool off, hold off, don't buy gray market watches. And look what happened. 2021, the market is hotter than ever. Don't turn your dive bezel, it will reduce the water resistance rating. Okay, this is just stupid. To buy something as an investment. The worst watch advice, to buy something as an investment. Oh, I see. So buying a watch as an investment is a bad idea. Yeah, for the most part it is. You're better investing your money into actual tangible assets or stock market or something like that. Stop buying Rolex, get Hublot instead. Yeah, sure, buddy. Whoever is giving you this advice, yeah, definitely don't buy Hublot instead of Rolex. Unless you really like Hublot, then yeah, by all means. Watch winders are a good idea in general. 23 likes to this one. That's interesting. Watch winders are a little bit puzzling because there is two school of thoughts on it. Some people say it's okay and it's a good idea. It's more convenient that way because the watch is always ready. You just take it out of the box and you wear it. But it does wear down the movement a little bit more and you will need to service the watches more frequently. So I guess it's a little bit of an advantage and a bit of a disadvantage. Just sink $450 worth of mods into $150 Seiko. That will scratch any itch you might have. Yeah, it's not just Seiko, is it? It's everything. I just modded my G-Shock. Nothing we do is rational, is it? Nothing we do is rational. So bad advice, modding your Seiko? Yeah, maybe. I mean, if you like it. It's not that bad of advice. Anything on Instagram. Yep. You should definitely look into getting a Vincero watch. It's a great chronometer watch. Yeah, Vincero. Remember when their ads were everywhere? Like you couldn't go on YouTube without seeing an ad for Vincero. I'm sure a lot of you guys even got Vincero ads before my watch videos. Crazy times. They actually reached out to me multiple times trying to get me to review one of their watches, but I know you guys are not interested in those watches. Buy Panerai, only the limited editions. Yes, Panerai. I mean, if you like the watch, it doesn't matter. You see, a lot of this advice is about investment. Yeah, you can't predict which watches will go up, which won't. I mean, sometimes you can, but yeah. Buy a Rolex, they are the best watches in the world. I mean, yeah. They're not the best in the world, but they're not awful, I guess. Not an advice, but a thought I had in December of 2019. That a Seiko Sarb 033 would still be available for my birthday in July 2020 on Amazon for $300. And by July 2020, they were $800 on eBay. Yeah, Sarb has gone up crazy in price. I did a review of it. I can't remember when exactly. I think it was either last year or 2 years ago. It was after it was discontinued, and I was kind of asking this hypothetical question: is it still worth buying this watch at a premium? And now that premium has gone up even more. At the current prices, it's about $1,000 or almost $1,000 in 2021. Definitely not worth it. That's some good watch advice for you. That watch is fantastic, but it's not $1,000 watch. There are just much better watches out there on the market in that price bracket. Every man should get a Movado. Yeah, I don't know who's giving you that advice. Although, vintage Movados are not too bad. Definitely pop over to Kickstarter and check this out. It just sounds like a lot of watch reviewers, doesn't it? Every collection needs a Speedy. Hey, that's not a bad advice. I'm wearing my Speedy right now. Oh, you like watches? Check this out. I don't get it. Diamonds are a value add. diamonds add value to the watch. They don't. Very specific few watches have that if it's factory set diamonds. But most of the time, no. Stay away from diamonds. Don't pay over retail for Daytona. You'll get a call from AD. This one is real. Yeah. Sell your watches, you only need one. One watch, I'm kind of envious of people that can only have one watch. I'm not one of those people. I need at least probably 10 watches in a collection. I thought maybe 5, but 5 is too little for me. 10, that's a solid collection. That's my goal. Get to about 10 watches. Fantastic collection. It doesn't need to be serviced. Yeah, that is a very bad advice. You'll only ever feel the need to buy one vintage Seiko. Vintage watches in general, they're super addictive. Once you buy one, you want to buy more. Unless you had a bad experience with them. Then you buy one and it's enough. Invicta is incredible value for money. Yeah, right, but nah. Some Invicta could be great value for money. Plus, buy the watch that you like. Don't look at the value for money too much. Buy a Grand Seiko. Why is that bad advice? Grand Seikos are great. No collection is complete without an Insert X watch here. Without a Speedy. Relates to the previous comment. Yeah, but it is a bad advice because every collection is different. Everyone's taste is different. Buy watches, it will be fun. Yeah, and then start making videos on YouTube about watches. It'll be fun. Ship without insurance. Yeah, if you sell your watches, always get insurance. Buy a Miyota for $130,000. What Miyota movement is $130,000? Is there a Citizen for that much money? I'll need to do some Googling. Buy some dressy watch like Daniel Wellington. I was waiting for Daniel Wellington to make an appearance in this video. Yeah, you know what? Surprisingly, those watches get recognized. Movement, Daniel Wellington, people know these watches. Like, the Speedmaster probably wouldn't get as recognized, especially with younger people, as Daniel Wellington. These are just facts. Just buy Rolex. Never followed it, only have one in my collection. Don't pay attention to what other people say, right? Your collection, it's your collection. It's very personal. Buy the watches that you like, that you enjoy, and that you want to wear. Buy a Hublot. All this hate with Hublot, man. Watch people really dislike Hublot. I should make another Hublot video. If you're an OG subscriber, you know that I made a Hublot review way back, like 3 years ago, maybe more. It was the Spirit of Big Bang in titanium, and that watch is actually pretty sick. So, not all Hublots are bad, but I kind of get the hate. Had a guy tell me that he used to work for a replica company that sold replicas of high-end clothing and watches. Told me that they were actually real Rolexes from the same factory, just without the Rolex name. No. There's this myth that's happening that the replica watches are pretty much the same as the real deal. It's just not made in the same factory. That couldn't be farther from the truth, especially with something like a Rolex. And I'm gonna sound like a Rolex defender here, but Rolex controls every part of their manufacturing process, including mining their own metal and creating their own hairsprings. So it's just not the same, is it? It can't be. It's a good investment piece. Bad advice for a lot of reasons. Yeah, we're starting to see a little bit of a pattern here, right? Don't buy watches as investments. Don't listen to other people's advice on watches as investments. Just buy what you like. Wait till the next year, more watches will be available. Here's a great homage that will totally make you not want that Rolex you're after. I have this video planned for the future talking about homage watches and my opinion on homage watches and how it evolved as I kind of matured as a watch collector, I could say. So that's gonna come up in the future. Let me know in the description below if you want to see that video. Quantity over quality. Hashtag box full of Seikos. Okay. Daniel Wellington and Alpha Sierra are pretty good. I don't know what this Alpha Sierra is. I know Daniel Wellington, that's for sure. Buy what you like. How is that bad advice? That's great advice. buy what you like. You need at least 150 meters of water resistance and refer down, I guess screw down crown to take your watch into the water. 50 meters, 100 meters is fine. Okay, so I made a video about water resistance a while back, and I kind of disagree with this. It depends on a watch. Like, for example, my Speedmaster. 50 meters of water resistance, it doesn't mean that you can actually go swimming underwater 50 meters down under the surface. Surface swimming could be fine, but would I take my Speedmaster swimming in a swimming pool, surface swimming? No, I would never do that. It's not worth the risk. Now, something like the Explorer with 100 meters of water resistance and a screw down crown, would I take that swimming? Yes, I would, and I did. So it all depends on the watch. Just be smart, guys. In my opinion, it's better to be safe than to be sorry, especially with more expensive pieces. Because on that video, I got a lot of comments, people saying, oh, I took my Timex swimming and it was fine, and I took my Seiko swimming, it was fine. Yeah, might be so, but you wouldn't take your Patek swimming that has 50 meters of water resistance, would you? Some risks are worth taking, others are not. You can make that decision for yourself. I think it's a good place to end this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you had fun. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the YouTube channel and leave a comment in the comment section below. Let me know what is some of the worst watch advice that you have heard over the years. I always enjoy reading your comments. By the way, today on my wrist, I'm wearing my Omega Speedmaster, the Moon watch. I did my initial impressions of this watch. That video can be found on the YouTube channel. I will also leave it linked in the description below. Also in the description below, there are a couple of other links. There's a secret link and there's a link to bondnailstraps.com. Check them out if you're curious. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you had fun, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Okay, are you ready to film? Just open the page here. Okay. I think we're ready. I think we're ready to start.